Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and I am coming to you with the Flower of Life card from the Isis Oracle deck by um, Elena Fairchild. There we go. This is the Isis Oracle. This is the card that was left over from the last reading, and I said I was going to get back to it and do it on a show all of its own. And I've been waiting for the light to kind of accommodate me, and it is what it is, as you can see. And I'm thinking this is probably going to be the best it's going to get. So, with that said, I want to move forward um, and just go ahead with the reading. One of the things that I am motivated to do today is to dedicate this reading to LaDavid Johnson, the officer who was killed in Kenya, who was murdered, who was executed, who was tortured, who was dismembered, and nothing is being said about him. Um, this show is dedicated to him and his life that he ceded and that he gave so freely for all of us. Okay. Again, let me show you the card. And again, this is the Isis Oracle deck, and this is the Flower of Life. And I want you to get a good view of it, beloveds. I want you to see Nebhet or Mut on her head, that is the vulture headdress. I want you to see the falcon, who is symbolizing Horus, the original Horus. And I want you just to understand what the flowering of life is all about in this card. I want you to understand the mantling. I want you to understand, and I want you to be able to see the different rays. And I want you to understand what that means to the flowering of life. And this card itself says divine creativity and manifestation. And beloveds, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to point it out to you in this card. And I see a lot of U's. Um, See those U's? Let me see if I can point to them. Um, they're these little U's. They're U's. U. And they are circling. Um, and they look like tuning forks. Can you see that? The tuning forks, the U's, and the little dots between them. This is cycles and seasons, beloveds. This is guided cycles and seasons. The other thing in this is these little seedlings. I don't know if you can see them or not, but let's see. No, you can't really see them from this card, but they look like little seedlings being shot. They look like little spermatozoids or little spores being sent. Since we're talking about flowering and understanding the nature of what that truly means. So let's move forward and let's see what Elena has to say about the flower of life. Divine creativity and manifestation. You are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it grow rapidly. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change, instead flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Your soul is hungering for creativity and manifestation of the beauty in your inner world, to witness it and to live it in your physical world too. Much of your spiritual energy is directed into creative process, and your creative powers are growing fast now. As you are gaining more potency in your creative flow, it is important that you use this growing ability wisely. Hold on just a second. Hey, I'm doing a video right now. I'll call you back. Well, you call me back maybe in about 15, 20. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that. Um, where was I? Let me just start over. Okay. Um, your soul is hungering for creativity and manifestation of the beauty in your inner world, to witness it and live it in your physical world too. Much of your spiritual energy is directed into creative process, and your creative powers are growing fast now. As you are gaining more potency in your creative flow, it is important that you use this growing ability wisely. Become aware of how easily and quick your thoughts and feelings are manifesting into conversations, situations, and responses from the universe. Notice how quickly your prayers are confirmed through signs and dreams, intuitions and opportunities opening up for you. You are becoming more and more swiftly that which you choose to think, feel, speak, and believe. And beloveds, I can attest to the validity, to the truth of this, in that I am seeing so many things manifest as soon as I think of them, as soon as the thought process is there. And I'm beginning to understand that some things I have to call them back because I'm so used to just putting things out there. But right now, things are really starting to manifest. So you really have to be mindful of the things that you are putting out there. And the cards, the readings that came before this video specifically told us to focus on, to give power to what we want, and be very careful when we do that of bringing immediately into our focus what we don't want, because we have not learned yet which to give the energy to, and we have been giving the energy to that which we don't want, and that is manifesting now. Boom, 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 everywhere you look. And the way to remedy this, the way to make it right, is to think about it in the reverse, so to speak, is to turn it around, is to bring it into context, is to manifest it the way you want, is to rebirth it the way you want, in your vision, the way you see it. If you see a just world filled with abundance for everybody, see it, speak it into being, live your life in that way, give counsel in that way, and understand that it multiplies out with vibration and frequency, and you're drawing it to you. You're anchoring that that thought format, that framework, that heart-centered child, you know, into this universe. And you feed it and you nourish it by believing and by nurturing it and by living according with it, walking your walk, walk, talking your talk, kind of thing. Okay. Let's see. As you are gaining more potency in your creative flow, it is important that you use this growing ability wisely. Become aware of how easy and quick your thoughts and feelings are manifesting into conversations, situations, and responses from the universe. Notice how quickly your prayers are confirmed through signs and dreams. Intuitions and opportunities are opening up for you. You are becoming more and more swiftly that which you choose to think, feel, speak, and believe. This oracle suggests that time is ripe for you to choose to align yourself with love each morning so that your thoughts will serve you well and the manifestations you set in motion will be ones that enhance your life experience rather than more of what you do not want to experience. So we're getting that message again, beloveds. Please pay attention to what you're doing. Learn how to repattern yourself. Learn how to be mindful of your thoughts and your feelings and your wants and desires and your needs. Be very specific on them and be very regulating with your self-regulating with yourself. Be mindful of your own thoughts. Police your thoughts. And when thoughts come up that are detrimental to what you are searching for and what you are trying to manifest, cuss them out, sit them out, tell them to go sit down. Take them out of your reality. You have that power to do that. If that kind of conscious awareness is trying to project itself, say, no, I don't think like that no more. That's old. Go away. And let that new affirming self speak to you. Let that new presence be and just sit with it and let it hold you and comfort you. You know, find your center. Find where you are comfortable most and ground yourself in that, and let that be your protection where no one can take you out of that. And if you need guardians, you have many goddesses available to you. Warrior priestesses, you have Sekhmet, you have Kali. You, if you want to give compassion, you have Kuan Yin. Learn to tap into these type of energies, these types of archetypes, these types of awarenesses, consciousnesses that are there for you to tap into. That's why they're there. That's why these stories, these, some want to call them myths, that's why they are here in this age. That is why they will carry forward into many ages because they are eternal archetypes. They are the faces of God. And this is what you, these are the natures, cycles and seasons. And you have to become aware of them and how they play out in your life and how you need to armor yourself with them, with the things that are going on around you, and being in tune with everything, being aware of the microvision and the macrovision, the little teeny tiny details as well as the big picture of things. You have to be able to see them simultaneously. You have to be able to act individually and collectively. And you have to be able to know that this is within your framework. So let's move forward, beloveds. Um, The oracle suggests that the time is ripe for you to choose to align yourself with love each morning so that your thoughts will serve you well and the manifestations you set in motion will be ones that enhance your life experience rather than more of what you do not want to experience. So, beloveds, we're being told every morning before we set about doing what we're going to do after our menstruations or whatever, that we put ourselves in the frame of mind where we are spiritual beings and we are going to act in a spiritual manner. Sorry about that. My phone is acting crazy, but things do that sometimes. They'll electronic stuff will go cuckoo around me sometimes, so I'm used to that. I'm not gonna let it kind of take me off. Um, Again, ground yourselves in the morning and let that speak that blessing over yourself. Speak that blessing over how you want your day to go. You want to be calm. You want to be patient. If there's somebody that needs extra attention or a little extra special something, ask your guides to be with you so that you can give it to them, so that you don't snap them up and cut them off. You know, ask that whatever you're able to give them, even just with your presence, that they're able to grow. They're able to feel the love, the unconditional love in you, and that it radiates enough to shine rays upon them so that you become like the sunlight. Flower of life, beloveds. Flower of life is the card that was pulled. Understand what it means. Understand the soil. Understand the roots. Understand the seed itself and what has to happen within that seed, the heat that has to happen within it for it to burst forward. Understand the many things that take place that were put inside, and knowing that this seed will bear fruit as it was designed to do. If it is an apple, guess what? It is not going to produce oranges or bananas. It is going to produce apples. Some of the apples may be tart, some of them may be sweet, some of them may rotten, some of the birds may eat. But, beloveds, that is not the case. And I am going to pause this